This is me again. Someone asked me to show my mount, and I'm going to do that. Move my character. It's not facing a wall. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Let's start. I do not know where I got all these mounts. So if I don't know, I will let you know. We'll examine it together and see. This came from the War Within Heroic edition. Um, there you go. It's basically Storm Rider. You like how it sort of shimmers. I don't use it very often. Anything with a star is my favorite. This I got in the trading post this last time, April. And it's sort of cute. It's got a bucket on the back. Can I move it? No. But there's a space. Um, hey. We have an armored bloodwing, which is a horde themed one from the shop. There goes my throat again. Basically, you paid like $10, I think is what I paid. This is Ajador, the Harbinger of Dawn. Again, I got that. I don't know. Did I get it in the shop or the trading post? I think the shop. I'm not positive. Really nice druid mount or shaman mount, perhaps. I worked on this mount for 16 years. You get it when you have the drop at Tempest Keep from Prince Kale, and everybody I know has been trying and working their butts off to get it. Sadly, it only is a very, very rare drop. One of my favorites. I actually keep that on a lot of my action bars to fly with. This one I rarely use, but I don't even know why I have it in my favorites. This came from the in-game shop. It was probably $10 again. I did a lot of the in-game shop so that I could get the mounts achievement. As you can see how many I have here. It's just a simple mount. Although I don't know what's back here. Oh. Astral Birth Serpent, World Remix, Mist of Pandaria. Um, yes, I admit it. I did it during Remix, but I did the work. I didn't just, buy it outright. I earned the currency and worked to get it. I like it. It's peaceful. I don't use it as much, though. August Phil Phoenix. Again, a Remix character. Bought as just a mount from the many mounts because I tried to buy all the remix mounts that were available for bronze. It was just one of them. This is Trading Post. It's pretty. Some of my characters had it to use, but it's not one I would actually go for anymore. I received this one very recently, and I absolutely think it's amazing. As you can see, it was Time Walking badge. Blue recent time walking actually. Kata was it? But I worked hard. I love how the blue shimmers with the purple. It's my favorite color. The celestial seed. This is the first in-shop mount I ever had. My ex-husband bought it for me as a present, and I used it when I wasn't using the Warlock, uh, Dreadsteed, and Felsteed. Excuse me. Um, let's see. Very pretty. Hermit Carrier, again, in the shop. Uh, I got this, I believe, as part of a set, but I don't know. Again, this is one of my go-tos. Used in Exile's Reach only. It has the sidecar that comes out. And you get chauffeured around Exile's Reach until you have a level to be able to have your mount. It's useful. This is Recruiter Friend. I use it a lot for my mages. Why does it keep fluttering? Please don't do it again. This is the mount you get from Firelands. Or is it? Yeah, Gloria the Firelands Ritter. You have to be on your knees, and we're facing the druid, and he'll blow fire, and if you're on your knees, it'll blow over your head. If you mess up, he'll kill you, and you'll have to start again. And I can't remember. I think we can't get it at that point. We had to wait for the next week. My son helped me get that. He found out about it, and it's very pretty. I kept that on my bar for a long while, because again, purple. Crimson Death Charger, Ice Crown Citadel, or you can get it from the auction house, which is how I did. There we go. I use this for my hunters every now and again. Oh, this came from the trading post, and I believe it came. The Winter Veil. Okay. I thought this was the one from Valentine's slash Loves in the Air, but it isn't. Dreadsteed. I worked hard for this one. This is one of my original mounts. You get it as a warlock. You have to buy items. You have to follow a chain of quests until you get to Dire Mall, and you work hard on a boss with the dog. After you're done with the dog, you have to set an imp jar and other things down and have a book, and you're able to summon this guy. I love him. Dreadrelia worked hard for it, and my guildies and the Knights of Me deserve maximum kudos for their help in getting it for me. Eclipse Dragonhawk, forgive me for this cough day. That is from Shattrath. That again is Time Walking Stab badges. And of course that would be Outland's Time Walking. This was the mount you got if you were a Blood Elf and you went to do the quest. As you can see, what you get, here it is. But it's a hidden quest. You have to find it. Oh my. Eve's Ghostly Rider. Got it from the trade post. I like it. It, of course, was for the Halloween, or pardon me, Hallows and It's basically the same as the purple corrupted above. It's just green. Um, I got it as a reward for having so many mounds. And there we go. It works great for Warlock or Demon Hunter. This is the first mount you get as a Warlock. It's called the Felsteed. Tredralia, again, worked hard on that, and I used that at level 40 until I got the Dreadsteed that I showed you above. This is a smaller quest, but you still have to do a quest as a Warlock. Now they just give it to you, but back then, you did more. This came from Hearthstone. It was an anniversary. If you logged in, did one match, you were able to get this. So of course I got that. And I use it for my mages. This one came from Caravan. It was the drop. Oh, which one is it? I can't remember if it's from the VC version or if it's from Legion version. I have both of them. So here we are. It's not a bad little horse. Looks good for Warlock. This is so pretty. Then Sonoris and Time Walking. So there you go. Friend, this is the one from Love is in the Air. There you go. It matches the outfit that you get. It's a drop. Oh. Guess the charger came from Biddy Bay. Oh, where did this come from? I cannot remember how I got this. I do love it. It's amazing for Death Knights. This one you get doing the Ghanaian quest to recover the city, and it's cute. You can't fly with it. It's a ground mount only. But it works if you're on a hunter and you have my lightning paw and my ash tail or my bush tail. It fits in well if I'm in a zone where I can't fly. Flaming Movies. It was a promotion. I cannot remember where exactly, but I do believe it came from buying one of the X packs. It's a very pretty mount. It's definitely Druid based. Golden Mane. I cheated. I went to the auction house. This is one of the most expensive mounts in the game. I worked hard to get all the gold. You buy it, and then there we go. I use it for characters such as dwarves or Kalturans a lot. My yak. You can't see all of them, which is highly annoying. There we go. Better. It has so much going on with it. This side is the repair vendor, and this side is your transmog vendor. And you just pull out your yak wherever you are, and you can repair or transmog, which isn't as highly needed now with the new X patch, where you can actually save your appearances and apply them to all the character, all the equipment you receive. This is trading post. There were two. I only received one. I was not going to go ahead and get the other one. It might come back again later. I don't know. This is something I hatched. It's great on my goblin named Small Girl, and she has Spike and Riptor as her hunter companions, and we run around. I love it. I mean, it's just perfect for her. I like the way this looks because, again, it's the purple. As you can see, it's dragon keeping from the Emerald Dream. So, Blaze Cycle. Thank you, Mountain Dew. I collected caps for this, I'll be honest. And then turned them in for points and then spent for it. I want the Fell Cycle. I'm working on it. I have not finished that one. The Fell Cycle is this in green, if you haven't seen it. How's the Swordsman? Well, what do you say about this one? I worked 16 years on this. I actually got this a month and a half after I got Ashes above. And I screamed, I won't deny it. I had been working on it for so long that I was so proud. One of my favorites for earning it, but I don't use it as much. It does work well with Warlocks. Part of the aspects came from the shop. I think that was another $10 special. Hearthsteed, another one where you log into Hearthstone and you get the Hearth, steed as part of your. You can see how it looks just like this Cindermane with the flame. I bought that during Love is in the Air. It was a vendor mount. That was cool. I actually thought originally it would be a water mount, but it isn't. So, Heavenly Cloud. This drops from the Shaw of Anger. I tried for over a decade to get this since Mop dropped. Remix came. I got it from Remix. So, yay. I did try. I really did, but I like it. I mean, I don't use it very often. It's my favorites because it was so hard to get. This is from Dalaran. You get this from Icecrown, if I'm right? Yes. It's part of the, well, not Icecrown, but the, more Wrath of the Lich King, expect time walking. As you can see, earn the points again. This was also a drop from one of the dungeon treasure chests, but I saved up for it. In-game mount. If you were there for 6 months, or was it a year, you were able to earn that mount. Came out during the Lunar Festival. This one came with Midnight. It's one of the two. This one came from Remix, Lemix as we call it, and I'm happy to get it. I worked to get it in Legion, but never could. This is the original. You saw the flaming one earlier. This is the one I got as a drop from the trading post. That one is still on several of my characters' action bars. I really like it. This is on every character's action bar. It is a two-person mount. I believe I did get it from the auction house. This here drops Psycar and I can drive my son around, or he can drive me. I bought one for him. And this is exactly the same as that chauffeur-driven one, except where you drive it. Midnight, Caravan. Oh, this is returned. So the other one was original BC. Again, this one took forever. I did get this with the collections month they did. So I admit I cheated. I did the work. I just got it when the odds were higher. So it could be considered to be cheating. This one, and this one were all from the class hall for warlocks. You had to go do the steps and then get him. It was one of the harder fights that my character has done. But I got it now. This one came from an event. I don't remember what event. It's a very cool mount. Fresh Stallion. Uh, you have to do things like collecting 100 something in the sewers, and then it drops. I think they're missing mounts because I have Invincible, but it's not listed. That's very odd. Forgive me if I go down real fast. There's a lot of mounts. Oh, there's Invincible. Why are you not my favorites? There we go. Back up the Rat Stallion. Go. And then I'll flip back to Invincible. Why it's not there. But there we are. He's perfect for a thief. Let's go back up. Invincible. The Mound of Legend comes from the Lich King at Icecrown Citadel. It has the rarest drop in the game, we swear. You'll hear people's tales of getting it after 20 years of playing. Yeah. I played for 18 years and I just got it for the collection of mounts month we had recently. So that's where I came from. It does have wings. I don't know if you see the wing. It is a flying mount. The story is basically that Arthas loved his horse, and the horse died because he rode it too hard, and it broke its legs. So he had to put it down. And when he became a Death Knight, and the first thing he did after he left Lorien, after killing his father, was go get his horse. So, and now everybody else tries to get his horse. The renewed prototype, Dragon Isles. I do not remember what I got it from. Sandstone, an alchemy recipe gives you sands. Is it sands a time? I think. And you learn the alchemy. You drink the potion basically, and you can turn into this drake. And the nice thing about it is you're Drake, but you can have someone ride you and fly. And this is on every action bar I have because it is a godsend when you have someone you're partnering with in a party. You'll see it a lot with other people for that. Sergeant's Tale came from a Hearthstone promotion. as you can see, Hearthstone Tavern. Scorching Valor in Game Shop. This came with the X Pack I think we recently had, or it came from a year purchase or something like that. I can't remember which, but that's where it came from. Silverman Sweeper, trading post, basically. You have the Silverman colors. It would probably fit in very well with Midnight right now. It's a really cool mount. It runs, of course, on Arcane. Always trust the Blood Elf to know how to do Arcane well. This is on a lot of my alts, where you don't find the Peacock, Peatrick up above, you'll find this one. The neat thing is if you go to call it, you throw down the fish, and then it comes and appears. I love it. I love the Star Touch feature. It came from the shop. I had to have it when I could. The seahorse is red because you can't ride it unless you're in the water. So it's water mount only. You can only use it in Vizier mostly, but you can get it elsewhere. I get this during Cataclysm. You did a series of quests and you could get it there, and it was really nice. You had one that you used that was just a default one, but getting one of my own means I can go to Darkmoon Fair and I can swim around the ocean there, or I can go anywhere there's an ocean. This guy and this guy are siblings. This came out first. I fell in love with it. Again, it's a fish, and I had to have it. So I saved up and got it. One of my presents for one of the holidays. These I've got from Icehound. This is from the tournament, which is behind Ice Crown to the north. You buy it with, gold. I thought you bought it with something else. This one, Magister's Terrace, a BC version. You can get it. You have to follow the rules. I've helped other people get it. We flying camped the entrance and waited for the respawns. Being a dungeon, you can do it multiple times a day, but if you're doing it on heroic, you can only do it once a day. It drops from Prince Kale, who had a setback at Tempest Keep, but so I use it. It's on my bar for a lot of my Blood Elves especially. This one was from a recruiter friend. It was one of the first ones I got with a recruiter friend. I got the rocket as well. No, not the love rocket, although it does look like that one. It is a two-person mount for the love rocket. This one, though, came from a recruiter friend, and I believe I recruited Ian for it, but I'm not positive. This came from Zolgorab. It was a drop, and I can't remember if you can still get it or not. It works really well with my druids or night elves. Headless Horse and Hello Charger. This year, 2025, they put this one out, and I believe this has a higher drop rate than the traditional mount. I got it from there. I'm sorry. This is the trading post one. Forgive me. I was thinking the other one. that looks like cherry elf. Scratch all that. You got this from the trading post. Thundering Cobalt came from the Owl Thunder, which means I got it from Remix. For Mop, Thundering Onyx, again, Mop, Remix. That one came from, oh, where'd it come from? Was that from the shop, I believe? I think so. But it doesn't say so. Came with the other Twilight Witches costume that you got. Violet Coated Rag. This one you receive if you've done every single holiday in the game. I worked hard. I worked over 16 years, 17, to get at it all. Some achievements were harder than others, but is it worth it? Yes. Do I really fly it? Not really. Am I proud of it? Hell yeah. The Violet Raptor, again, is one that I can use for small girl. Dar. So it must be a troll. No. Violet Spellring. For years, I've wanted this since I first saw it when I came back in 2020 and discovered that Emperor's Throne no longer dropped it because the quest didn't exist anymore. I cried. I love this more than I love Ashes. Then Lemix came, Legion Remix, and you had the opportunity at Antoda's Throne again, so you were able to get the quest again. And of course, I begged people to take me on the raid with them. And I finished the quest, and here is my mount. This goes on almost every single alt that I can have. If it's not an alt, it's just because I haven't logged in yet. This one is Void Light Searcher. This one fluctuates between Void and not Void, and it came with Midnight. This is the third one that came with Midnight, and I do think this is pretty, but I do not use it for every day. This one I do use for my Paladin because it fits very well. This one is the endgame shop. Again, I think this one flies. And I'm able to go around with my two friends, my lightning call, because they're all blue. It's wonderful thematically. I love it. You just got a little gem on the tail. Another shop mount. There you go. The shop has sales where mounts are $10 and pets are $5 sometimes. Wild Sea Cradle. It is located in Ardenweald, Shadowlands, and you just have to find it in a tree after doing a few steps of a quest. It is not hard at all. Now you can fly there as a normal person. In the beginning, you couldn't fly, so you had to do acrobatics to get to it. Or you had to have flying, which means you had to unlock Pathfinder. But now you can get it. Dragon Isle. Achievement. Go. Withering Silver Dragon. One of my favorites among the Dragonflight dragons. They offer a Void version. If you have the appearance, and you can use it on all your characters, all your alts, and it turns into a void with a narrow swirling tail, and oh my word, this thing is gorgeous. I used it for a long while flying around Dragonflight. It was worth it. Webmaster, promotion. What was it, 6 months or a year? I can't remember which. I liked it. I thought it was cool. But I don't use it very often. This one came from Shadowlands. I am not fond of it. Oh no, it came from Tomb of Sargeras. I do apologize. There is one in Shadowlands that looks like this. It comes from a dungeon there. So I screwed up. I apologize. And I must have got it from her without even realizing it. Acid Belcher. Oh, where is this from? I don't remember. I swear. It looks like something I got from Linux. It quite possibly is. This is another shop one. I got it out of the shop, not the trading post. But it did end up in the trading post in time. Final Drake, again. It came from a drop from having mounts. So, I can't remember how many. As you can see, Lemix, Direhorn, where does it say? Dreadways. This would be Mop Remix. Remix, Mop, Mist Pandaria. I wasn't so fond of some of these. You can see these are not my favorites. This one walks on water. I believe. No, this does not walk on water, but there is a version. But this came from the trading post. It was either one I purchased for cheap, or it was the drop from the post. This came from Antaurus, but I do believe this came from Lemix's vendor page. Another Lemix. Where is this from? Portal. This may have came from one of the remixes too. Might be Mops. This is the Arcanist Mana Saber. This you get from doing Nighthold. I believe I got it after doing Nighthold, getting a quest, and then taking the quest to Thalassian over in the cave area where she is. This is Legion's version for Remix. Was this one? Where did I get this one? I don't remember. This may have came from Dalaran. Armor Brown Bear. Same location. So. Dragonhawk. Mount Parade. Again, that means you have so many mounts that they give you a free mount for it. He'd read a trading post. Okay. They had a pack of these, and I think that came from the pack. Forbidden Reach. Oh, where is Forbidden Reach? I don't even remember anymore. Oh, Valdraxon. Okay. Where did I get this? Next. Dark Shore. The newer version. pretty. It's just not my favorite. And they don't look normal when they're flying. All that. Lemix. Astral Cloud Serpent. It came from the raid. Oh, I'm blanking on the raid now. Big raid. Pandaria. Um, over by the White Tiger Temple. The vaults. Mogu Vaults. It is a boss you fight, and then it drops. And there's a very low chance of dropping, but I ran it enough times with enough alts over months. Every week I would be there faithfully, and I had the alts parked at the front door, and I'd run it and see if I got it. And I think one of my hunters, Kalia, maybe, my panda, uh, was able to catch that drop. This is in-game shop. You got this with Shadowlands, if I'm right. Or no, Dragonflight. This is Dragonflight. I think. Don't remember at all where it came from. Another of the Cloud Serpents, which came from Lemix. Oh, no, wait, it's a quest. Oh, okay then. Here is my Water Strider. Darkmoon Fair. No, this came from Nat Peggle. If you're fishing up to a certain point, see the angler is exalted, you were able to buy it. Thankfully, Trebellin got to that level. She's also able to buy the Aqua Strider, so it's go right here. And if I really wanted to, I could walk on water with it. As you can see, it's not my favorites. Doomwalker, Daenerys. That would be a drop from one of the anniversaries. Probably when Doomwalker was out in the doorway and not in the desert. So, or it was a purchase from a vendor at the event. Battle Bear? Not sure again. Not sure. I might start going through these faster. Black Dragon Turtle. Black Drake. I believe this one came from Worm Rest. One of the dungeons. I can't remember which dungeon down there. Black Hawk Strider. You get that one if you're a Blood Elf. You can buy it. 1 gold now. Funny. Riding Goat. You get Tillers Exalted. You can buy it. It took a long while to get Tildros Exalted, but I succeeded. And I believe that was on Treadrelia. The OG Warlock. Because she was the first one through Mob. Black Riding Yak. Remix. Black Skeleton Horse. Just all grades. Basically Brill. It's one of the horses you can buy in this stable. Black Wolf. Whirlbender. Where did I get him from? I can't remember. Black Rock War Saber. Promotion. Is this the one that you cross factions with? Or is this one you got from the shop? I can't remember. Blazing Hippogriff. Pretty, isn't it? I've got plenty. Oh, Trading Post. Okay. I can see that. Leghorn Roan Strider. Legion. and chew the mana buns. That quest, or those series of achievements, are hard. The quests are all cute titles dealing with the bakery, and in the end, if you continue all the achievements, you get the title Demon Slayer, of which I am very proud. And my hunter was able to get with the help of a random paladin who kept doing consecration in the middle of where the demons spawned out of portals, and I kept shooting them. So between the two of us, we were helping each other. I have no idea who that paladin is, and I thanked them. There you go, another one. Don't know where that is. Riding Lock, that is a zone. Again, you get this in the same place you get the transmog yak. Gloria the Ice Chrome Raider. You are. You do this as a guild, I think. I don't think I was able to get that solo. Charger, here we are. Another achievement. Lemix. 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 This is from the pandas. You buy it in Ogrimmar. Blue Drake. Another, or Blue Dragon Turtle. Didn't I just say that? Blue Drake. Here we go. Eye of Eternity. Alexstrasza's Gift. Eye of Eternity is a raid, if I'm right. That deals with the events leading up to the Sundering. Blue Hawk Strider should be, yes. Burning Crusade version of Blood Elf Starting Zone. I cannot do this one unless you're in that raid. It was one of the ones that you got. There's a couple colors of them. Another another undead Starting Zone mount. This is from the Isle of Giants. You collect bones. When you collect bones, you can learn, quote unquote, the recipe to get him. Lemix. 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 Dropped from the event for Brewfest from the boss. I don't know if you can get any more. I like to hope you can. You can see the beer barrel there. Why do I keep getting closer? Lemix again. Calling a Stratham. There's a series of events that you have to do just perfectly. It is timed. Eric found out what it was, my son, and we did it until we succeeded. The Calling of Stratham, of course, is in the Caverns of Time. Forbidden Reach, again, Valdraxen. I have no clue where I got those in there. Ogrimmar, another panda. Pandarian panda. Starting Mount, Kodo, Mulgar. How did I get it? I think that was also Mop Remix. Valley of the Four Winds, Pillars Exalted, you get it from Gina. Again, that was probably Terraria. Another undead starting. The orc starting mount. Trading post. This is not the famous one. This is just simply a relative. This one came from the allied race Papira. Once you unlock the race, they gave you the mount as the racial mount. Nemex, time walking vendor. As you can see by the hat, it was for the time ways. I can't remember what that is. Where you do so much in so many weeks and you get to have the mount. I got that one in both Boralis, Dragon Isles, another the drakes you earn, Cloudwing Hippogriff. Oh, I do think that might have been Lemex. Throne of Thunder, which means either Lemex or I succeeded in killing the bird on the platform. I don't remember which. Breaker 2. Yeah. That one came from World of Draenor. This one came from Mop. It is in the Siege of Orgrimmar, and it is a drop. Not a hard one. Kobodar is from the Isle of Giants. Yeah. Coldplay Tempest is for the WoW 20th anniversary. You did events at the 20th anniversary, including sit through Lore Walker Cho, and that's where I was sitting when this popped in my bag. I was very happy. This is recent. Trading post. I think this is this month, if I'm correct. I did not want the red one. There is a red one. I just wanted this one. I was happy. Compass Rose, another Hearthstone one. You play Hearthstone in WoW, and you got the rose. A lot of people didn't bother, and now they're a little upset themselves. As you can see, Feat of Strength from an achievement. Again, this is one I got from Lemex, the vendor. There we go. Trading post. Not my favorite. It goes sideways. In the Grand World of the Draenor. In the Grand Outland. Again. Pardon me. These are from Outlands. I apologize for the wrong one. Darkmoon Fair. It dances. I don't know how to get the animation to show in here, but if you earn Darkmoon Fair prize tickets, you can get it. And there's a trick to earning the tickets. There is a treasure map for Dagger Mall, and if you follow the treasure map, you can get 100 tickets. So if you do 2 characters doing the treasure map, you'll get 200 of these, and you can buy it. This is 1,000. Again, you can do get 10 alts and the tickets from them by doing the treasure chest. I just earned it. That was all. This is from an egg. Argus egg, technically. Dark Moon Fair, Dagger Mall again. This one I was told goes underwater. Yeah, found only in dark waters surrounding Dark Moon Fair. Wind Speed, Remix, Remix. This is from the Isle of Dorn. It's a quest drop you get after you go through a bunch of the zone. That's kind of cool. And then this is another one you get. I want my hat back. It is actually Bronzebeard. So both these actually are from Brand Monster. Trading post. I bought it because it was cheap. I liked it though. I can't remember if you can go underwater with it though. Another Ogomar Orc. World of the Draenor Collector's Edition. I think I got it some other way. I didn't get any physical World of the Draenor. I think it was because we came in at the tail end when we came to Shadowlands pre-patch for BFA. So I think it may have came with a package we got for that. I'm not sure. We did have Warlords of Draenor. We bought that when it was still current. So, Dorotar, Troll. Trading post. I sort of liked it. I had to get it. Kenneth Phaedric in Chop. I love the pet Phaedragon. So I had to get that. And this came from Shadowlands Heroic Edition, which is, I only buy Heroic. I try not to buy anything else. This is what you ride between the zone and Orba. Lemix. Lemix. You can tell there's a pattern here. Okay, those two were mop mix. This is Legion Lemix. Okay, so I apologize. That one is missed. This one's missed. Okay. Nighthold. Golden Drop. I don't remember if I actually succeeded after trying since 2020 or if I went ahead and just bought it from Lemix. I can't remember. Trading Post is one of the first trading posts I had. It wasn't that expensive. They've raised the prices of them since. Feldrake. This is a trading card, if I'm correct. You got it as a drop from Discord. Made everybody who paid a pretty penny for the trading card on Amazon, or not Amazon, eBay, and other auction sites that were reselling the trading card, mad as hell because everybody was able to get it. And it was no longer like I have a $1,000 mount that I paid cash with. No, everybody just gets it as a drop for watching so many hours on Discord. Another one of these came from an egg. I have no clue. I don't remember. A Legion drop. So I can't. You got this if you did your class hall. There was a bunch of them that were fell that you got that way. Hi. Cat. Alright. Another Legion. Pretty deadly looking too. There we go. How'd you pay for it? Okay. That's how I got it. I'm not gonna try that word. Time rifts. There's an area in Dragonflight where you can go to do time rifts. It's like every half hour or something. Emerald Dream, part of the Welcome Quest. Mop remix. Trading Post. Not a fan. I think that was the drop for the month. Another one of the mounts, like the corrupted and everything. A Horde of Hoof Beast. It did come if you got 70 mounts. Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Uh, I believe this came when they brought out Classics Wrath. If you went ahead and did a Death Knight, you got this in retail. The Death Knight, I don't even know if she's still over there. Another mount one that you get when you collect so many mounts. Drop. Very happy with that one. It works really well with orcs. Remix. Or Legion, yeah. Remix. Remix. However, I do have a version of it that is not Remix. Shop. I don't remember if I got this for 6 months or if I don't remember paying cash for it. So wherever it came from, it wasn't, you know. Battle for Azeroth Collector's Edition. That was when I came in Shadowlands 2020. This is one of the things they dropped as part of the, we're entering the new X pack. Let's try to unload BFA as fast as we can. Crane. Emix. Actually, it's pretty. Never really looked at it. Another shop one. This one matches the guy up here, so I'm going to assume these two came together. Emix. I have no idea what these gleaming footlockers are, but there we are. They might actually be part of the allied race for Lightsworn Draenei. I don't know. This is the Goblin's starting mount. This is the Goblin's advanced starting mount. You can go faster. Riding the Skies, it was a quest. Golden Disc. That is from Remix and Mop. Remix. Vault of Ankara. It took me a while because in order to get to the vault, you have to get through the PvP fight that's going on in Winterspring, or not Winterspring, over in Northrend. So you are fair game until you dart into the vault. And then you have to hope it's going to drop that week, because it will reset after that week. So I worked on it. I got it. I squealed. Yeah, we are. I think this may have come from Mop Remix. Another one of those Gerlach, so I do think that came as part of a set. Oh, I did get the other one. Okay. This is the other Grandmasters. I didn't realize I'd gotten it. Kodo, Mulgar, Tauren, Starter. Another one of the pandas. I think this one goes faster. Great. Tauren. Brewfest. Keg-shaped treasure mount. This is something you got as a drop, I believe. So, from Corin. So he got both the flying barrel, and then you got this as a drop. You can see he's got beer on him. Don't remember if he was available this last year or not. Brewfest. Let's go to the Dragon Turtle, another one. The green version. And another green. This is another one for the dungeon. You only can use in the dungeon. Triple Glade, so it's another of the quote-unquote starting mounts for the undead. Just a Horde side mount. Windriders are generic for the Horde. Cold Light Summit. Same guy who sells you the Drac with the transmog and the repair on it. He just has other mounts that you can't, you just ride. This is from Mr. Pandaria. Remix. Yeah. Lord of the Rings. Achievement for collecting mounts. It's pretty. Golden Climb Serpent. You got Exalted. The Speeder Co. Very happy that I got that one. Godan, Nighthold again. One of these two, the green one or the other one, I did get from the vendor for Lemix. A shop mount again. Oh, did I pay for that or was that one of the subscription ones? I think that one may have been $10. Maybe. High Shaman. Trading Post. Like wings doing the green thing. Ready. Highland Drake. Dragon Isles again. Outer Horn. Lemix. Trading Post. Something for Pilgrim's Bounty. Scary. And part of the High Mountain questing. This is the Allied Race mount for High Mountain. Oh, he's a top character. I broke down. I finally bought him for $10. I'm collecting, so the $10 I really can't argue with is a decent price. Go. Glory of the Aspen Raider. Eric helped me get that. We worked hard. There's two of them. Go. Legion Remix. From the Doomwalker. Everybody got this mount that year. If you did the Doomwalker, you got it. Another Remix. Legion Collector's Edition. I think that came from Lemix, honestly. This is the one last year that they had in Undermine. And you did the Greedy Emissary, which is a Diablo crossover. And it was a random drop. You had to work your ass off to get it. Just like the Horseman. But you had a higher chances of it. Time walking? Yay! Sky River? The shop one again. I think this one came as part of a pack. This is another one of the ones from Mop. We're going to need more saddles. Again, that's another mount one. Jade Panther is a troll crafting mount made for me. The Dire Horn, I believe, came from Mop Remix. As you can see, Mr. Pandaria Remix. Onyx Tiger is another Jewel Crafter's mount. This one I do believe was an auction house purchase. I wanted the black one. Badly. Trading post. I broke down. I spent the tender. Mop Remix. I don't remember how I got that one. It says Catarash, so I must have received it by going through the quest line. A yak from Mop Remix. I can't remember the shop, but I think it is. And that's an Ogomar one. I don't remember how you get it. Siege of Oldermar. You've seen one of these already above. Lambert Manarain. Haven't a clue. Nazmir. Haven't a clue again. This is Battle for Azeroth. Hanelik from the Trading Post. Not fond of it. Lemix. Nightfall and Cash. Where did I get that? I did the Nightborn. I went through Saramar and did all that. So I'm thinking I might have got that as part of that. I'm not sure. I don't think it was from Linux, but it might have been. 2 minutes to midnight. It's an event. Lightforged Mecha Suit. Haven't a clue, but I probably bought that from a vendor. Maybe. Miss, Mr. Pandaria again. Thormar. Isn't it pretty? Lemix. Another Lemix. Another Lemix. Forgive me, I have cats. And then there's the other remix. Love Witch's Sweeper. They used this first. Silver Moon came later. As you can see, it Love is in the Air. It dropped from the dungeon. Shadow Moonkeep. Shadow Moonkeep. And it was rather difficult. It was one of those more issues with drop percentage. This, I believe, I received from something that my kiddo showed me. If you went and did something and you made it happy in the Waking Shores over by Rathian and his brother Thebalion. Another shop, $10. I know that one. Limex shop. Isn't that pretty? This one you got with certain a quantity of Elder Stones, I think that's what they call them, at Lunar Festival time frame. You went to Moonguard, and it was one of the many things. You could buy dresses and things, but this was available. I worked hard to get in. I squeaked under the deadline. That was the last couple hours of the festival. Lemix again? That's pretty. A lot of the Lemix ones I didn't pay attention to when I bought them. I just went through and bought them randomly. This one probably came from Lemix. Magar? This is the allied race for the new orcs they have that are standing upright more. Isn't that pretty? Trading post. One of the monthly rewards. There you go again. Myth Remix. Meat Wagon. They had a recrafted version of Warcraft 3. And the kiddo wanted it badly. He wanted the meat wagon, and he's wanted it for many, many years. So during the promotion, I made sure that he got a copy. He's probably never going to do the Warcraft 3, but now he has this meat wagon. I don't actually remember him using it. Toy box, remember to share. Where did that come from? I don't remember. Geppetto may have overdone it a little. Maybe I got it from the toy store. That makes sense. Mop remix. Another mop remix. Trading post. Negrand. So where did I get this from Negrand? I don't remember. In-game shop. One of the first things I bought, actually, when I returned to the in-game shop. It matches Bright Paw, the battle pet, perfectly. So you'd have a matching set if you run around with them. I really like this. I think it may still be in the shop. Another shop one. That one may actually have been a 6-month. I don't know. Another mop. Nightborn's mount. You get it for having the allied race. Noble flying carpet. Noble garden. You had to fill the duck guy, the duck druid, and it was a prize. I don't know if they did it for this year, but I know it was 2025 at least. I remember trying repeatedly. Another Forbidden Reach one. Another Undead starting trading post again. I don't remember buying that from Trading Post. Mop Remix. Another Mop Remix. Very pretty. I loved it. It was on the Trading Post. I believe this is the reward we got for the Trading Post. There may have been one other. No, you did get this from the Trading Post. It was the main. This was also in the Trading Post. I had to buy it. It was the same month they had the bikinis for summer. You can see it's a world event. I don't remember. But I must have done it. The Golden Crocodile Trading Post. I broke down either, or this was the monthly award. I don't remember what. Thunderstorm. I saved up for it. I bought it, I think. Or is this one that dropped from playing Thunderstorm? I don't remember. Trading Post. The same as the other turkey, but this one's live. So, yay, turkey. Dragon Turtle, again, from Okamar. Hawkstrider is from Burning Crusade, Blood Elf Starting Zone. Shadowpan, Mop. Remix. Crystal Glades, Undead Starting. Quox was from the Brit Trading Post. One of the first ones I actually had, if I'm right. Ravenlord, that came from stuff they're called. People were trying their nuts off to get that. Another Dragon Turtle for the Pandarians. Another Dragon Hawk. And this one's from Mound of Mounts. I do love those colors, though. This one here, before I click on it, I worked the entire of Mop normal questing. I received Pathfinder. I received everything that was an achievement. I did the Lore Walker quests, and at the end, you got this. The Flying Manhole cover is what I called it. As you can see, the Lore Walker is exalted. It took a while, but I got it, and I was very pleased. And then now, people were able to get it in Mop. It's like, it's no longer rare. I like having things that are rare. Another starting zone, Blood Elf, Burning Crusade. We are? I don't know. Cracked Primal Egg. Another one of the tanks for the dungeon that you can only ride in the dungeon. Another one of the undead starting. Twilight Highlands. How do you get this? Twilight's Blade Insignia. That must have been something we just got recently. With the pre-patch for Midnight. I probably didn't pay attention. Oh, this one. This is another one that I tried until 2025 to get. Finally, after I got Invincible and Midnight. Or did I get Midnight? No, Midnight came earlier. I got it a couple of years ago for that. But I tried for Midnight, did not realize I had it. Couldn't figure out why it wasn't dropping. But this is the month-long collection that was the drop and your odds increased, but they did not increase very dramatically. But I was finally able to get it. The good thing is you can do Strathholm, the dead side, repeatedly. You do not just have to do it once a day. So you can do it repeatedly until you get it. Might take you a week, might take you more, but Eric got it during normal runs. I was very proud of him. Another mop. I think this is the one that looks like the guy who calls out in Valley of the Four Winds. Mop. Remix. Thunderstorm again. Another one of those jewel crafting pandas. Once I got a couple, I had to get the set. Another time walking. So there we are. Another jewel crafting. I told you how to get the set. There's one more. But this came as part of one of the X packs, if I am correct. I love the way it has the sparkle. It just made me happy. Another one of those. Trading post. Gotta catch 'em all. Sorry. Time to fly. When you could fly in BFA, this was awarded to you. I believe this is awarded to me when everybody got Pathfinder in there automatically. Fell-spotted egg. Again, don't know. Thunder War. Well, pretty. Trading post. This is mythic. I don't remember where from. I don't remember if I got this from Linux, Fender, or if I got it from a drop, because I was doing raids and dungeons with the guild. So, as you can see, I worked hard on this. I'm actually really proud of it. Dumbledore. I have an earthen. I believe that's where this came from. Trading post. Isn't it pretty? Basically, it's a unicorn. In-game shop. Fine. I really like it. Another mop remix. Another one you can ride underneath, I believe, which is why it's red. Thunderstorm. I don't remember if I paid for it, if it was a drop. But he's pretty. I didn't realize how pretty he was. I'm going to put him as a favorite. There we go. Yeah, there we are. Sky Golem. Engineering. Auction house. I never made it that far. Another mop. Remix. Mop. Or Legion remix. Red Waste. So that would be a mop. A remix one. Another, that's the alloy brace. So the other one has to also be an alloy brace, I guess. Cinder bee? Don't recall? Uh, resonance crystals. So I got this from Rep, basically. Or the Rep guy on top of the stairs. Snowstorm, Blizzard 30th anniversary. Blizzard has been around much longer than World of Warcraft or Warcraft. So it was a freebie. I think it's a little. I love Ozzy. Lemix. Pandaria. Remix. Shop. It's pretty. Senegalian. That's the guy in Four Winds, as you can see. There we go. I believe I've got him in the vendor in the remix. This guy too. This guy, I got the drop. Yay. I believe Kiddo showed me how. This one came from Loves in the Air. It is on a couple of my alts. I use it with one of my outfits I created. It's pretty. I like it. As you can see, it dropped from the dungeon. Shaman Keep. Trading post. I believe this guy is the reward for one of the months. He's got fruit, vegetables, and everything. The trading post, they actually do bring some of the mounts back, pets and mogs, so that you have a chance at them from prior years that you may have missed it. This guy, oh my word, I had to find him in the desert. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, let's keep going. And when you find him, you fed him green, a food. So you had to pick. Could have been like 5 million spots across the desert in Eldom, and I did finally get him. He is hilarious. People are going around with their mounts, just anticipating, riding around. And then you bring out this guy. He hopped. So you'll be hopping through the city, and it is so unusual to see a hopping mount that people actually stop and stare at you. Here's Squeakers in Game Shop. I liked him. I had to get him. Another shop one. Another $10 one, I believe. Blacksmithing. Oh, Eric made it for me. And that's the last of the jewel crafting. There are so many of these. Ogmar, orcs again. You can't see this one from my skirt. Oh my. Dark Moon Bear, 180 tickets. Basically his front's the same color as his butt. I never change my clothes, so this is default what you come into game with the Nightborn. The wolf. Ogmar. This is a step up starting. Greenhawk Strider. You buy it. It's 10 gold. It's not like you're spending a lot for a starter pet or starter mount for your blood elf. Ogmar, again, one of the general horde ones. Ugh, looks just like the plain strider up here, but pinker. Lows in the air. a Hawkstrider again. You can see purple Hawkstrider. They're both the Blood Elf starting zone in BC. We're getting there. Well, we've got that color. We've got that color. They're both the generic Horde mount. Where did he come from? I don't remember. I actually wonder if these two came from Noble Garden drops. I can't remember. Another of the starting mounts for Orc. Shop. Was it shop? If it wasn't maybe a part of a collection. Another one of the starting Horde. I love how this just swirls. It's just mesmerizing, and I was using it for a long while because I just love watching it fly with that pattern. You got it from the shop. This is another one. I believe this one came. Yep, Dragonflight Heroic. There we go. Another Ogrimmar. Honest, I got this from the auction house. I know it's rare. I know the price is sort of up there like gold mains. So, yeah. In-game shop. I got it as a completionist thing for $10. Veil of Eternal Blossoms. One of the people drops this mount. Timberwolf. Another Ogrimmar mount. Another of the in-game shop. You can tell it came out as a celebration, probably for the Lunar Festival. Garrison Stables. There is a achievement you can get from Warlords of Draenor in your garrison. If you do certain events, you can get this mount. And I received all 4 of them that come with this. So this is another garrison. The other garrison. And the other garrison. Oh, and another garrison. Another garrison. This one came from... Oh my. Oh, 20K. This was when Wrath was still new. Before anybody had ever thought of Cataclysm, they had this in the vendor in Dalaran. And at that time, it had one side that you could sell things to, and the other side a repair. If you had this mount, people liked you. They would open it up for raids and battlegrounds and things like that to help you, repair your armor and things. This is way before the yak was even thought about. But same idea. Remix. Mop. Remix. Mop Remix. Or, pardon me, Legion Remix. This is Dorotar, so that would be a troll. Starting. Remix. This is, let me double check where it is. It's a drop from the Obsidian Sanctum. You can see that beautiful purple blue absolutely adore. I did work on it, but I don't remember much about the drop if I did. When we bought Diablo 3, they had a promotion where if you spent a year of WoW, you got Diablo 3 free. And you got this mount. And I rode this mount for a longest while. I'd alternate between that celestial steed and this. It was rare. For years, no one else had it until they finally made it a drop for the greedy emissary a couple of years ago. So you could still get it in 2025. So it's no longer rare, but it still holds good memories. Trading post? Odd, isn't it? This is a time walking. I bought it as a completionist, not because I liked it, but it came from Wrath Galerin. Here you are. You can see. And pretty odd wings do that sort of shimmery thing. Another that I don't remember where it came from. It's pretty though. Vile Fiend, Antorium Weiss, Houndmaster. I don't remember facing the Houndmaster, so this is probably Remix Vendor. This, I went ahead and bought an upgrade for the Burning Crusade. Back when Classic only had the two options. You had Vanilla Classic as, came back, and then Burning Crusade came back, and now they're in MOP. If you bought this, you got this guy on your Classic character, and you got it on your retail character. So, do I play Classic? That version PC MOP? No, I don't. Character's still there. Trading post. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. And of course, Wailing Banshee has to do with Sylvanas. Wandering Ancient. And this is one of the Shadowlands. I think this was we got a freebie from WoW. And I remember going into Oribus, and there was a line of Wandering Ancients, just a whole line running around the central hub in Oribos in a row, overlapping. Oh, and all you saw were leaves everywhere. And it was the coolest sight. And I loved it. And I didn't know how to screen capture at the time. So it's going to be in my memory, but it's not going to be anywhere that I can show people. It was cool as hell. This came from the Engage shop. It was about a relatively older purchase that I made. It also came with a toy that you dropped, and anybody who touched the toy also got to have this appearance for a limited time. I tried using it for some of my characters. I never could get into it. That's why it's down here. Mulgar, another one of the Tauren mounts. Right, riding camel. Ah, yeah. We'll just leave that alone. I don't remember how I got it. I remember it being hard, as in very, very hard. Okay, White Riding Goat, another Gina. Exalted Pillars. Dream Runner was a cache, so that's probably either from me running through Argus or from Limex. And Guardian shop, I thought it was cool too. $10. Another one of those mammoth you could get from Dalaran and Wrath. I bought it for a completionist thing when I actually had extra gold. Lemix. This guy has a history. Anyone who's been in WoW for a while will tell you that the original name for this mount was called the Love Rocket. And then WoW blew up. So when they came out with this guy again for Love is in the Hair, as a drop from Shaman Keep, they had to change the name, which is why we now have X45. So yeah, it's a two-person mount if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's still called the Love Rocket informally though. This is my recruiter friend. I got this way back, and who'd I recruit? I think that was Ian that I went ahead and recruited. Eric, I think, was the zebra, and I was actually proud. I could not fly this thing. It did come out after Cataclysm because you could fly through Elwyn and everywhere. So Cataclysm's when they unlocked flying for main map. Still is an issue, isn't there, with the thing? But I'd flop the kiddo on it, and I'd fly, and I go down, and I go back, and I go down, and I go back, and I made people seasick trying to ride with me. I'm still not that very good, but I'm better. Auction house. Not said. Another one of the braid Civic. And we're on our last one. Allied race, Zandalari Troll. This is another mounts. And everybody else, I do not have. And as you can see, there are a lot of them. I have no idea what that one is. That has to be one of the newer mounts. There's a lot of them that I don't know about, that I don't have. When the time comes. Whoa, hi. I'll go ahead and get them one way or the other. Oh, this guy. I want this. Our guild has to get to that level. Please, please, please. And then I can buy it. We're 3. Okay. We're getting close. We're getting really close to where we can buy this. I've been working with a few guilds that were very close. Our family guilds, there was no way we were anywhere near it. So, cross your fingers, the Philidori get there. Yay. I'm just going to keep going down. Oh, another one. Dragon Soul. Ah, I see. I can see some of the names here. This is one I haven't gotten. You get the drop from the Tinker, and I believe you have to be Horde side only to get it. As you can see, he decorated it. So, okay. There's a lot of them I didn't get. Umbrellas. I don't think that's another one I'm working on. But if I pick something up in the desert, I can get it. There's also another a llama that you can get from BFA from the desert. And if you find it, it's very, very, very hard to find the pickup item to be able to learn it. Capish? This is famous. I have not picked it up, Dragon Soul. Um, Mostly because I cannot get past Nefarian. Those plates in his back are just murder on me. I did find the method. I did get to the middle. Yay, go me. Um, I got a few things that were drops, but I did not succeed in getting him or getting her. I don't know what sex. As you can see, this is the amount you get. Oh, you're cute. Look at you. Green deeps. I have no clue. Aw. Well done. Oh, good Lord, look at all the time walking. No, those are elemental overflow. Okay. That is not a chariot, people. I want this guy. I think he's gorgeous. What do you think? There are others, but I know that is pretty much the secret of Azeroth, so maybe it was the year I didn't get. That one we heard about, Undermine. This is a rep quest. Maybe if they ever give us rep across all the alts, then maybe I can get it. Island Expositions. Ah, them. Nobody likes them. But there is some good drops in there. It's part of the BFA. That's pretty. Sanctum of Domination, huh? Oh, I didn't look for old brand. Go back and look for. I'd heard about that one. That must be one of the new ones. Warbound transfer. Yeah, that's one of the newer ones. This is the one I was talking about. This is the Plaguefall one. There's a way to get it, and you can even solo it. But you're going to have to look it up on YouTube. I couldn't tell you. That's pretty. Squawks. Where's Squawks from? Island Expedition. There you go. Undermine. That's another reason why I don't know that one. This one I love to have. He is a special drop. You may have run across him on your Dragonflight journeys, but he is well loved. Gallywix. Trying to explain Gallywix is like trying to explain a novel. He was the lead goblin, and this is probably the drop from his mythic, it looks like. Definitely duos, which we're getting right now, I believe. It just started. So, maybe. I never got that one, by the way. That's another dungeon. Another one of the Seahorse Vengeance. Ah, Sanctum. There's a book you fly somewhere. I don't know what it's called. Artemil. I have gold. Heaven help us. That one's pretty. Ooh. They're gonna throw my... Aha. Okay. This is available. Technically, Dormical might still have it. I don't know. As you can see, these are all Void Touch. I want that. I'm not gone to get it yet. I need help. I might ask a friend for that one. Please help. Please. I have not seen that one. What are you? Sorry if you don't like spiders. I won't stay long. I have heard this one so much. I've never gotten Pathfinder. It's still available if you can get the Pathfinder. You're cute. Mechagon. That's everybody. What was the one I was just thinking of a moment ago? Can't remember now. I never had that one. I'm looking for somebody. I can't find it. There it is. Blanche. Blanche has a story. Um, Sadly, she ends up like this, but people are able to get her if they do a certain amount of questing and things like that. So I wanted to pull that one up. That's one of my goals too. And that is my mount collection and some of the other ones. We also have the, why is it saying that? The battle pet, as you can see. That is not the total unique ones though. That is overall. So I do have duplicates that add to that. Toy boxes, you have things for the adopted puppy crate, which is absolutely adorable. You have puppies. This came from that Peggle, and this is a godsend for trying to cross large bodies of water. The braider, the puppies won't get hurt, trust me. And this is something I have on most of my bars. It is a bubble maker. If I am having trouble finding somebody, I will stop and have them find me, and I'll just blow bubbles. It's not as usual to find someone blowing bubbles in a city or among other things that are chaotic. So, yeah, I have bubble ones. Here is the Hearthstone toy. Um, you'll get that when you do the questing. So, I could go through all 22 pages of this, but I'm not going to. Over here's your heirlooms, your appearances. For heads alone, I've got 29 pages. And campsites, which I am missing several. I want this one. Gold again. So I am going to close it up for the night and log out. And thank you for listening to me. It has been a long video, and I know it. It's a 2-hour video, so thank you. Bye.